Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, we're here checking out the newest episode of Superman and Lois. This is Superman and Lois, Season 2, Episode 4, The Inverse Method. So, last week's episode, Episode 3, The Thing in the Mines, we found out what it was. All the theories were saying Doomsday, and people are still saying, this is a version of Doomsday. Guys, it's Bizarro. However, the idea of making Bizarro in this show a version of Doomsday is not a complete crazy theory, because this is the same show that introduced us to Morgan Edge in Season 1. Turns out Tal-Rho, Cal's half-brother, of course, Superman's half-brother. And then on top of that, Tal-Rho's also the Eradicator. So to imply that Bizarro may end up being a version of Doomsday in some sort of capacity, maybe within the season, who knows, is not crazy, because they've done something like that before in terms of revealing the villain, or, you know, a threat, essentially, with Tal-Rho revealing, of course, he's Kryptonian, he's not Morgan Edge. I mean, that was a facade, but you get my point. And then the Eradicator later. So, rhymed. So, but the thing is, it's Bizarro. I told you guys it was a twist. It wasn't going to be a Doomsday in terms of in the containment suit, because they were like, first appearance Doomsday, he's in a containment suit. Nope. And then, of course, on top of all that, we had a bunch of stuff going on in terms of Lana running for mayor, and then, of course, towards the besides Bizarro thing at the end of the episode, we had Lois going to meet who she thought was Lucy. It turns out being that Owlie, or whatever her name is, the woman that runs that cult that Lucy is a part of. So that was kind of crazy in itself as well. And yeah, and basically on top of that, Natalie is going to be helping John Henry Irons, close, work on the suit and potentially upgrading the suit into maybe more traditional steel, maybe? I don't know. But regardless, I've been loving this season. We've only had 3 episodes, now we're going to see episode 4. I've been loving the hell out of this show. The season has been phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see what they do here, because the show is just continuing to prove it is one of the best Arrowverse shows ever, in my personal opinion. So here we go, guys. Episode 4, Season 2, and I believe we're going on a break after this episode, which sucks, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure people are saying that, but I guess we'll find out tonight in terms of when they said the next episode, and they'll probably give a date of when it returns. But anyways, The Inverse Method, Episode 4. Let's go. Oh, right away, Lucy.
What are you doing?
Going to a cult?
Anymore, Lois. It's not that I don't appreciate you. Are you staying with Allie for a while? Yes. Only until I can afford to get my own place. And despite what you believe, I don't force any of my congregants to do anything I don't want to do.
Shit.
Congregants? We're a group of willing individuals on a journey.
I don't trust this woman. You can just feel the negativity and the lies and shit.
My father didn't have to pull Lucy out of a bathtub and bring her back to life. I did.
Yep.
Lucy wasn't dying. I suggest you listen to our podcast tomorrow morning.
Oh my god.
Who knows, after the world hears what Lucy has to say,
Oh.
maybe you'll be the one who's canceled. I don't respond well to threats, Lois.
So what?
Neither do I.
Yeah. She has Superman on her side, so there you go. What you doing? Oh, never mind. That's Bizarro. I'm like, what is Clark doing?
She's been listening to that podcast all morning.
Oh, the podcast is out.
She's gone, Clark.
Yeah, well, you gotta try to save her.
Far gone.
Gotta try.
I think he's trying to dig up your past and use it against you.
Oh, what past exactly?
Asking about Sarah too.
Yep. Oh shit. Right away. Oh my god. Oh shit, right away. Okay. What the fuck? What's happening? Nice throw. Jesus.
If the world's most famous reporter shuts down your mainstream credibility, where do you go to still be heard? I'm guessing the internet. More
yes.
specifically, the dark web, the place where the real
I swear next time I see him, I'll pummel that son of a bitch.
I'll talk about the mayor. Okay, let's say what the hell's going on?
Can you just we don't go after family members. That is a line
I mean,
I refuse to cross.
You don't want to go low like them.
Besides make you feel like Superman?
Oh, well, he would know that. Oh, no, not really, but yeah.
I don't really know if it's my thing.
So now he's debating on taking it, even though he asked for it.
Seems busted. The hammer's cracked.
Yep.
So when you
Which
get in,
means...
I can take it from here. No.
Oh, nice. Gonna make them fall.
Cushy, it's cool. Denise. No, look, my dad has the whole place under surveillance.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Don't worry, I scrambled the original.
Wow. How?
I used to run the United States Department of Defense.
Oh, wait.
I definitely didn't teach undercover.
Oh my gosh.
Education at my journals in school.
I mean, it makes sense. She was saying she's a blonde, so.
You get recognized.
Hello.
You let me know. I saw what that thing did to you. You're in no condition to stop anything. Your team isn't ready yet.
No, they're not. They'll die.
Alone, so please, just let me know.
If Bizarro kills your little group you put together, that's on you. Jonathan. Idiot. Well, that's kind of crazy.
5 minutes.
5.
Please.
Come on.
Least you could do for me after you sent Allie to meet me instead of you. Fine. I reached out to you so many times you wouldn't talk to me because your article ruined my life. That wasn't my intention, and you know it. It never goes away. Isn't that right, Miss Beppo? It's not easy getting an invite to one of your brainwashing sessions.
Well.
Seems you really do take after your mentor. You drove Mom away.
Oh, it's her fault?
You do not get to blame me for her leaving.
What?
You wouldn't even talk about her. You hide the truth to fit your own special narrative. Lois Lane is the best reporter. I've ever
Damn.
met. You should meet more reporters. Your article on Allie was.
Oh, they're filming it. Oh, it's live streaming. Oh, shit.
Part of the story. That was the story. Is why I took the pills to cross over. You weren't in a right state of mind. That is not for you to decide. You recorded me. I just wanted everything on the record this time. Something to make sure you keep away from us. Anything else I should know about? You heard that? Yeah.
Yeah, and you saw it.
Allie broadcasted for the whole room to see.
So we both had shitty days, literally.
No one's ever gonna believe a word I say if Allie goes public without recording.
For sure, yeah.
Don't know that.
And she's my partner. She'll come around.
You sure it's the same energy signal?
This is gonna be bad. He's gonna send them and not call Superman, and something bad's gonna happen.
Are you ready?
A little twitch, and it's back at the location it was at the beginning of the episode. Bizarro, not it. Sorry.
Superman?
That's not Superman. You idiots. They're gonna die. They're going to die. They're not gonna live. Superman of America? What? Oh, yeah. Oh, are they both dead? Did they just fucking show them? Oh, my God. I was fucking right. They murdered the first two. Oh, that's an awesome shot. Oh. Come on. Ooh. I think the hammer's broke. Yeah, I think it just broke. Ooh. Jesus. Ooh. Holy shit. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? This is fucking awesome.
It's your dad.
He's not dead, right? Please don't. Okay, he's in a hospital. Wow. I can't believe they're doing this. But I mean, gotta raise the stakes.
I think I should be ready to help, Dad.
Exactly.
I want you to train me.
Oh. He is not sober. Oh, boy.
I mean, the boy sure have missed you around here. Not nearly as much as I have.
What? What? Oh, man.
Christine, I was hoping you'd call.
Oh, no. This was so good. I don't even know where to begin, because we could either talk about the Lois thing, of course, with Lucy Lane returning and how all that kind of blew up on Lois, or talk about the Bizarro stuff, of course, Superman, and how that just kind of all went to shit. Like, basically, everybody had a shit day. Some big reveals and stuff. Okay, so let's talk about I think the first thing I want to talk about is actually something that is, well, I think it's pretty big reveal in terms of, this is looking for Lana. So Kyle goes to the bar that he used to go to, I guess, a lot, and the bartender said, I missed you the most, or I missed you for some other, whatever. She touches his hand, implying something. He's like, I'm here to talk to you about that. Okay, so you fucked up there, and that's probably going to come out because the mayor, even though the mayor said he's not going to go after Sarah for her suicide attempt and everything, and the kids are off limits, I don't believe that for a second. But the fact that he references the fact that, I hear you're pretty messy with your alcohol, and then he goes to the bar. But he's not there to drink. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, so that was pretty crazy. Okay, let's talk about the Superman and Bizarro stuff, because there's a lot of stuff to talk about Lucy and Lois Lane. So, Bizarro, he shows up to the Kent farm. He shows up right away in the episode, in the first segment, and then, of course, cuts to break. But then he fights Superman for a brief second, but it's Clark because he's not in Superman suit. And the pendant that's on that necklace, it's creating this, like, aurora, some sort of shield or something around them. And then they, like, separate, and then they're pulled back together for some reason. And then it takes John Henry Irons to throw the hammer to break them apart, and then of course Bizarro flies away. We actually not like the exact opening, it was a reveal Lucy Lane right away, but he was like, I forget where he was exactly, but he was there in the beginning of the episode, like just shooting his heat vision into the ground or into the ice, and then that's when he flies away to the Kent farm because they're the attacks or whatever. But then we get to where he's being tracked because of the pendant, because of the energy or something that John Henry Irons is able to track. Clark, I not say Superman, Clark, sorry, you know who I'm talking about, hands the USB with the USB drive with the information to Anderson and say, when you can track this thing, because they don't actually know that it's a version of Superman, Bizarro, when you find this thing, tell me. He's like, well, no, you're not capable to fight this thing. You can't do this. It's like, Anderson, no, they're not ready for this. Tell me. And of course he doesn't say anything. So they're three standing there. We're the Supermen of America. I think that's what the girl said. We're the Supermen of America or something. And I'm like sitting there, and when it cuts to break, when they're facing what they think is Superman, and of course it's Bizarro, like, Superman? Turns out that's not Superman. No. I immediately, as it was cutting to commercials, I'm like, they're killing these fucking kids. Tag 2, of course, was in season 1, but they didn't kill him. But I'm like, they're going to kill these kids. Bizarro was going to murder these kids. And they show through the visions, of course, Clark seeing Bizarro and Bizarro seeing Clark's visions, like seeing what they're actually seeing. He sees Bizarro holding both of them, the two newer Supermen of America or whatever, not Tag, because we actually know that character. Sorry about that. We actually know that character versus the other two who showed up. I think it was the season 2 premiere? They first showed up. I'm like, holy shit, Kryptonians. Oh yeah, it was season 2 premiere, but it actually wasn't Kryptonians. But anyways, they were wearing the crest, the House of L. But he sees both of them getting choked out and killed. I'm like, oh my god, they showed them getting killed. And then him saying to Lois as he's flying away, the two of them were killed, murdered. So that fight was awesome. When he actually goes to fight them. And unfortunately in the case, John Henry Irons gets the still suit, 10% capacity in terms of like its power. It's not ready for this fight. He puts all of the power into the hammer and throws it. And I think the hammer is obliterated. It was destroyed in the process of throwing it. It really didn't do much to Bizarro. And then Bizarro basically knocks him out so hard and does so much damage. Because John Henry Irons, the suit had no protection when he got hit. I don't think they're going to kill him. I don't think so. But that was pretty brutal to kind of end on that note. And, of course, Bizarro went away. But Tag grabbed the pendant, the necklace. He grabbed the necklace. So, I don't know. I was expecting maybe they were going to maybe get into a little bit of more of what Bizarro, like, why is Bizarro here exactly? But no. But that's okay, though, because we have plenty of episodes to figure this out. Hopefully it gets information over time. But we don't have to know right away. But it's really cool that they showed him. He's doing something out there at the ice. I don't know what he's looking for. Bizarro's looking for something, clearly. But that's pretty brutal shit. And of course, Natalie, of course, doesn't want them to be there. And I don't know. It's brutal. It was such a good fight, though. It was so good to see the fight between Superman and Bizarro. It was so well done. It was so good. The CG in this show and the action sequences are fantastic. It was so cool. But anyways, so all that happened. And I was expecting the ending of the episode to be something revolving around Bizarro. Actually, it was not. It was revolving around this Allie girl, Allie Alliston, or whatever. I'm going to say Allie. With Allie. Is her name Christine? Is that the girl's name that is partnering with Lois? It ends on that note. So let's get into that. We open with 5 years ago with Lucy Lane leaving, because I guess she was staying with Lois and Clark and the boys. And she's like, I gotta get out of here. And they're talking about Allie and this whole thing about the cult, or, this group. And I'm like, okay, so this has been happening for a while, because we haven't seen Lucy Lane since season 1 of Supergirl. And they're kind of implying, because see, this is a new timeline, of course, so basically this is a brand new Lucy Lane, essentially, because she was around for 1 season of Supergirl, and then when they moved to Vancouver in terms of shooting the show, she didn't, because they shot in LA for season 1. When they moved to the CW and shot in Vancouver for season 2 onwards, they didn't, I think the actress just didn't want to continue. But basically, they've rewritten the character. But I wasn't expecting the direction they took her, because I was expecting maybe there might be some sort of hint that maybe she can be redeemed from all this stuff. They actually quadruple down the fact that she is like, I am with Allie, Lois, you are the enemy. And she was the person, the source that went on that podcast to recant her story to Lois. I'm like, because the theory was that it was going to be Lucy in terms of the source they had that was going to come on to expose that Lois lied. What even was crazier is that Christine, I believe her name's Christine. If I'm wrong, apologies. So she goes undercover and gets an invite to the invert or whatever, the thing that Allie was hosting. And she knew right away when she walked in, wearing the blonde wig. She just could tell that was Christine, who worked with Lois. But she didn't say anything right away. What was even more brutal is we're cutting back and forth between that and Lois and Lucy in Lucy's hotel. Which, by the way, when Lucy told Lois her hotel room, I'm thinking Allie's going to be there or she's going to answer the door. But no, it's all happening real time in terms of Allie's having this group meeting, and then Lucy and Lois are talking in a hotel room. And then, in the middle of their conversation, she cuts to the guy who cuts to the live feed of it being recorded of Lois and Lucy's conversation in the hotel room. Bonkers as shit. Now, I should have mentioned this earlier in the review, but I'll mention this here because there's a lot of discussion about this. I don't think Lois was wrong with her bias in this situation, because Allie just comes across as manipulative, I can't even speak. She comes across as basically overpowering people and basically just taking control of their lives. And even though Lucy's sitting there going, I was going to ascend, like, okay, so you were in a bathtub with pills and shit, you almost died in the process, that's ascending? We didn't see the scene actually play out. We didn't see that scene, but in Lucy's mind, I'm ascending. But for Lois, you almost died. And then because I actually mentioned this in episode 3 reaction, I said, I bet they're going to open with Allie and Lois' conversation in the diner. And they didn't exactly open with it, but they soon got into it. And then she said, she mentions the girl that died. She had a heart condition that she didn't disclose. Is that true, though? Is there any way to back up that information that she had a heart condition that she didn't disclose? I don't know. Look, this whole thing just feels like basically that Allie, I'm saying Christine, because Allie is basically manipulating. And notice this too. She only played the part of that part of the conversation. She didn't play the whole lead up to that moment when she turned on the camera, turned on the footage. And they cut it off before, they cut off a few seconds before, she revealed to Lois. Lucy's like, hey, I was recording this, by the way. I was live streaming this. So, I don't know. And with Christine calling Allie, now maybe it's a trick to where Christine is actually going to go undercover again, essentially to get Allie and try to manipulate Allie to thinking that she's going to be siding with her, when in reality Christine's going to come back and reveal all this stuff and it's going to be a downfall for Allie. I feel they may go that direction, or maybe they're going the direction of truly that Lois lost her partner in crime, essentially, in terms of running the paper. I don't know. This is kind of crazy shit. So the boys, Jonathan, dumbass, took fucking X-Kryptonite. What a fucking idiot. I like how he's like, last episode, please sell me some X-Kryptonite, sell me some drugs. And then he's questioning at the beginning, I don't know if I should. And then, of course, he takes it. And he takes it on the football field. Nobody noticed that? Nobody noticed him pull out that vial and fucking inhale that shit? You gotta be kidding me. No, someone saw that. But, of course, they didn't say that someone saw it. But someone had to have seen it. And I don't know. And then there was no other mention of it. Like, there was so much other stuff going on that we just had to move on from it. Like, okay. Two big things about Jordan, which is kind of weird to keep saying that because I'm fucking Jordan. I'm Jordan, but this Jordan. So, one, he stops these guys from stealing liquor at a store, but dumbass did his cold breath, and the camera caught it. And I don't know how Sam, exactly, grandfather, Sam Lane, General Lane, I don't know how he was able to clear the footage that quick. But okay, I guess it's TV. But still, it's kind of bizarre. But he gave him a little pointer. If you would have backed up a little bit away from the camera and did cold breath, it wouldn't have caught you doing it. Well, if he was like that further away, maybe Sarah would have noticed. I don't know. So there was that. And then he says in episode 2, but he was there for a few seconds. General Lane's like, well, I guess I want to go home now. Like, okay, so why'd you show up exactly? You're at the house for a few seconds, you need to leave. But it was all because Jordan goes to him and like, it's time for me to help Dad. Superboy? I don't know if we're going to see him in a suit anytime soon. But here's the thing. See, with him potentially moving on to Superboy and building up to not moving on to Superboy, but building up to Superboy, that's making more people probably going to imply, oh my God, they're going to do Doomsday. They're going to do the death of Superman. No. Might be building up to season 3, maybe, but I don't know. Also, like, people are talking about, maybe it's a crossover event. Maybe, but you can't call it the death of Superman. You can't call it Doomsday. You gotta call it something else to surprise people. Oh, by the way, we're covering the death of Superman, but we're not calling it the death of Superman because everybody knows the death of Superman. We know that storyline. So, anyways, it was a crazy episode. I really enjoyed it, and now we're on break for a couple weeks. I think it comes like February 22nd, which is unfortunate, but at least I get a little bit of a break. And kind of hopefully builds up the momentum for the next episode. But yes, I really enjoyed the episode. I'm curious to know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this episode? I'm curious to know because they covered so much stuff. And then, of course, we go to break. So we have to wait. Anyways, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.